Hey y'all, I'm making this video to help you understand and review how to decline a noun into a given form for its case and number. So step one is figure out what declension it belongs to. You look at the second principal part of the verb, domini. We have dominus, domini. Domini is your second principal part, dominus is your first. See, domini ends with an I. We're going to compare that I with the chart over here. First declension genitive singular is AE, so it's not first declension. Second declension genitive singular, though, is I. So that tells us this belongs to the second declension. So we're going to be using one of these endings. We're going to be using the ablative singular ending, which is O, but what are we going to add it on to? That's how we have to find the stem. To find the stem, you take the second principal part and remove the ending, which was I, so I'm left with domin. I know it's second declension. I need it ablative singular, and I know it's masculine for this M and the fact that this is a US. So I'm looking at my second declension chart. Nominative, genitive, dative, accusative, ablative. Singular is the left column, so that will be domino. That's all you do. All right, the second one, auger, augury. Second principal part ends with an I. That tells us it's second declension. We need to make it accusative plural. So to find the stem, I need to take the second part, agree, and remove the I. So I'm left with AGR. And I need to add the accusative plural ending. So second declension, because of the I, nominative, genitive, dative, accusative. And this side singular, so it's not going to be agrum, I need it to be plural. It's going to be agros. Okay, looking at this one now. Aqua, aquae. Well, this one ends, second principal part, ends with an AE. And that tells me that it's first declension. So I'm going to find my stem, AQU, because it's aquae without the genitive ending. And I am going to make it dative singular. Nominative, genitive, dative. Sorry, nominative, genitive, dative. And you'll see it is still, and singular, so it'll be AE. Donum, doni. All right, well, that I tells us it's second, but the fact that this first one ends with a UM and that you see this in here tells us it's neuter. And that's, we're going to use second declension, but we're going to go follow this yellow over here. So first off, we have to find the, we need to figure out the genitive plural form of donum, doni. And I need the stem first, so that's doni without the I. And so I'm going to come over here to this second declension neuter chart. I'm going to see I is the genitive singular, orum is the genitive plural. So donorum. Servus, servi. Once again, second declension because of the I here. I need to make it dative singular. Servus, servi, the US in the first tells me it's second declension masculine, and so does this M here. So I'm going to be using the blue. So second declension blue, US, I, O. Nominative, genitive, dative. So servi becomes servo. Liber, libri. And I need just the genitive singular. Well, this one's actually easy. I don't have to do a bunch of stuff because always when you're given the dictionary entry of a verb, the first principal part's your nominative singular, second principal part's your genitive singular. So I would just copy libri here. But if I just follow the process, like we have on the other ones, then I'd get the same thing. So libri tells me it's second declension. M tells me it's masculine. If I wanted to go through the whole thing and find the stem, L-I-B-R, I'd have L-I-B-R, and then I'd go here, genitive singular, I would get the same thing. Okay. Poeta, poetae. Well, poeta, poetae ends with A-E. Our second principal part ends with A-E. That tells me it's first, and I need to make it nominative plural. So I need to find my stem, poetae, minus the A-E, and then I go find my ending, first declension. Nominative is the first row, AE, top right, for the plural. Okay. Deus Dei, ablative plural. Second principal part, I. That tells us it's second declension. US tells us it's masculine. We need the ablative plural. So let's find our stem. DE minus the I. We're left with de. And I need to make it ablative. Remember, that is our bottom row here. And we need to make it plural. So go over one. Deis. We're weary. That I tells us it's second declension. The R here tells us it's masculine. And we need to make it accusative singular. So I'm going to find my stem, weary, minus the I. And I'm going to find the accusative singular, nominative, genitive, dative, accusative. Okay. Concilium, concilii. So this is concilium and ends with an I. It's second declension again. But the e tells us it's neuter as well as this n. So we're going to mess around over here. We need the nominative plural. So I'm going to get my stem, concili. So you notice I'm taking off only that second I here. And I need to find the nominative plural, which is top row, go one to the right, and that is concilia. Victoria, victoriae, that is first declension, second principal part ends with AE. I'm going to find my stem, victori, and I'm going to go find my first declension ending, ablative singular, and that is the long A, and this is really the only time I care about the long mark, so I'm going to just copy paste that in over here. Verbum verbi. All right, so I'm going to, second principal part ends with an I. That's second declension. My stem is verb. E tells me it's neuter. And I'm going to go find the dative plural, which is is, verbis. Scola, scolae. Genitive singular. If you remember earlier, that tells us nominative singular, genitive singular. Or sorry, first is nominative singular, second is genitive singular. So we just copy that. That's all we do. Ablative singular, ferum feri. So, e, I tells us it's second, the tells us it's neuter. And I'm going to remove the I from the second part, give me fer. Ablative singular, that is O. Opulus, opuli. It is second declension because of the I, US and I. Would say normally masculine, but in this case it's technically feminine. That's just a weird gender thing, but it's not neuter, so it's just going to follow the blue over here. Nominative plural, so I'm going to take my stem, opuli, take off the I, and make it nominative plural, and you notice the ending, nominative plural ending in the second declension is I. And that is how you do this.